I'm London and I am 15 years old.
I am Journey and I'm 16 years old.
And today we'll be talking about when and how to leave when it's not working out.
So we split this topic into two different sections. So the first one is like why you want to leave, like what's not working, what's bringing up these emotions. And the next section is how you're going to leave, because obviously you're going to have to leave. You get what I'm saying?
So about some questions. We're going to start with some questions that are going to be thrown by us by the audience members. Caught it. Okay, my question is, how do you know if you made or if you're making a mistake? Like in a relationship, I feel like I know if I made a mistake. If it like sometimes you have that gut feeling, like it don't really feel right, like it don't feel right to you, like it don't sit well with your stomach.
Right.
And I know I made a mistake. Like if you can't look them in the eyes and be like, oh, I like you, I feel like I made a mistake. And if we're talking about in terms of like breaking up with somebody, I feel like when you get a bad feeling after breaking up with someone, that's normal, because if you love the person or if you genuinely like them, you're always going to feel a little bad about leaving them alone. But I also think at the same time, just remind yourself of the fact that like you're leaving them for a reason. It wasn't no reason that you just left them. Like you left them for a reason.
How do you know if you made or if you're making a mistake? It's never going to be a mistake, first off. Like if you want to do it, I mean, I would assume that you've thought about your decision. But it's like if you've ever cheated, which is not good, you probably will get that feeling. It's a really like intense, like you just really feel bad. But if you don't feel bad, I feel, yeah. But like I said, like you'll know if it's a mistake or not. Wow, we have another question. Okay, how do you communicate how you feel? You express to the other person what they did that you are not okay with. Like if London, right, if she said she doesn't like my shoes, that would have made me feel good because I like these shoes. So I'll be like, London, I don't appreciate that you said that. Like that, you get what I'm saying? Like it doesn't never have to be too much. You just have to express what the issue is, and if the person is able to comprehend, right? I also want to say that communication is nothing without comprehension. If London's not able to understand what I'm saying, there's no point in me even saying what I'm saying. It's the waste of words. You get what I'm saying?
But how do you know if the person will comprehend what you're saying?
I mean, if we're in person, body language plays a big role. Like they gotta look like they're paying attention to what I'm saying, and if not, like it's just the way that they move on with those types of situations. Like if they're acting the same, you didn't understand what I said the first time. You get what I'm saying?
I get a bad feeling if I feel bad about someone. I can't just sit in your face and just smile in your face. Like, I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person I need to tell you in the moment. So sometimes people say that's unhealthy. Like, London, you need to give people space. I need to back up. You need to back off. Some people prefer to wait, think about it, and then speak. But personally, I prefer to just like jump right into it, because if I'm feeling how I'm feeling, I like to do that. And sometimes that causes like more of a negative reaction onto them because it's my immediate feeling. So like if I'm feeling angry about something, I'll be like, oh, like I might start yelling. Not a good thing. But like I might start yelling because I feel like I need to get out now, or it'll make me feel worse in the end. But I think to properly communicate, you have to know, like Journey said, comprehension for one, but also know what the other person's communication style is. You gotta be very calm, collected to communicate. Make sure you say it in a nice way, nice and clear way, so the person can understand. And if they don't want to understand what you're saying, that's not on you.
Also, it's okay if it takes you time to communicate how you're feeling, but just let the other party know, because if someone makes you upset, you just ignore them because you're upset, it's gonna be more problems. You get what I'm saying? So let them know, hey, I'm upset, I don't want to talk right now, can we come back? They should be able to understand, and y'all can have that conversation when you're in a better headspace and can properly articulate how you're feeling.
And if you have trouble if you're one of those people who have trouble like me, taking a step back and letting people have their space, please look within. I think sometimes might not think it's helpful for you to take a step back, but sometimes it is. Like you realize, like if you take time by yourself, don't try to fester those thoughts. Try to like relax yourself, calm yourself. Don't let it all build up. Like relax. While that person's taking a break, you should take a break too. It's your time too. It's not their time. It's your time. So just remember that.
Why might you feel guilty? Now, when I'm leaving, I would feel guilty. Like this is me. I'm gonna feel guilty because sometimes it's love. Like I feel like I love you. I feel like we did so much, and it never has to be anything sexual. It could just be I gave you a part of me. I gave you a lot, like my emotions, my money, my care. Like people feel like you do that, like you don't want it to go to waste. Like I did that for a reason, but everything happens for a reason. You get what I'm saying? Like you were a person before this relationship, you will continue to be a person after. And if somebody is able to have that effect on you, that's not good. We gotta work on our heart.
Why might you feel guilty? So personally, me, I feel guilty for leaving sometimes because, like the first question said, I feel like I'm making a mistake. Like I feel like, hold on, this is the love of my life. Like what's going on? Like I don't want to leave you. Like I feel like I'd be making a mistake. I was overreacting, or I feel like they'll change eventually. I hear all these stories. I see it on social media, and I see stories of like, oh, how you gotta wait for them to change. You gotta put in the effort. You gotta give them 90, even when they're giving you 10. And to that, I say absolutely not. If you're given 90 every single time, they keep giving you 10%. Stop putting that 90. Like drop it right back to the 10. I'm not saying match energy, because I feel like if you have to lessen your love for a person just to match their love for you, then that's not your person. Like Journey was saying earlier before off screen, I know my husband, my wife, your whatever would never do that to you.
Never.
Would never do that to you. So if you feel guilty after leaving, like I said, remind yourself of why you left. And I'm not saying the guilt will go away. They might have cried, they might have begged for you back, and you might have looked heartless, but you left for a reason. You left to feel better. No one just brings up breaking up. Like I know people about avoiding attachments and self-sabotage. That's a lot of words that are thrown around these days. Your body will know when you don't feel right, when something doesn't feel right. If something doesn't feel right, talk to the person, try to communicate. And if the communication is not working, leave. I think you should just leave. How many red flags do you need to see before you leave? So, in an ideal world, the first 1 or 2 red flags, we would leave. This is not the ideal world. Personally, for me, I don't know. I feel like I'm a fixer-upper, so I'll be like, oh, I need to fix you. Like, I can fix you. We can make it work. And I know this contradicts everything I was saying before. But, like, if we want to be real, for me, you have to say that you don't want me to get me to leave. Like, I think that's something that's wrong with me. But for my opinion, someone will show you that they don't care about you. I feel like it don't matter their words. So if their actions, red flags, are showing you that they don't care about you, that's all you need to know. They're not ever gonna start it's gonna take them 2 years for them to care about you more. Like you can go find a new man or a new something that's gonna care about you more. Like you don't need that. There's more fine people out there. There's more people that's meant for you. You know, not everybody's meant for you.
How many red flags? Right, just like Linda said, ideal word 1. But around here, you get like 3. But like, maybe I'm like, it really depends. Like, if I really like you, I'm not gonna lie, you could probably get as many as you like. But it gets to a point. Like, you know, I don't really want to talk about what social media has brought up, because I don't really like what they're feeding into our heads. We need it back how it is, old school. But go back until you hate them. Now, hate is a strong word, but if you go back, at some point you're gonna realize it's no longer serving you. You get what I'm saying? So if you have that like in you, your mind, like if you're able to, please leave the first time. I'm gonna say very lenient the second time, because we're still young. At the end of the day, we're still young. Everybody's still learning. But you already know right from wrong, so why are you waiting for somebody else to learn? You get what I'm saying? If you're okay with that, hey, by all means, not to yuck your yum, but right.
Yeah. What if your family and friends don't support it? Oh, this is a good question. I was talking about this in my health class the other day. And to that I say, if you are close with your family and friends, and that close that you feel like they know you, and they only want the best for you. I believe most people, like your family should want the best for you, but unfortunately that's not always the case for some of us. So I feel like if your family and friends don't support your relationship, that doesn't mean break up with them. But some people can see things that you can't see. Like, you're all into it. If you're in love with the person, you cannot see, like, that they're hurting. Well, you can see that they're hurting you, but you cannot see that they're looking at other girls. They doing this. They talk to you type of slick way. Oh, you think, oh, he just sassy. Oh, it's just, oh, he being funny. He being silly. No, it's not silly. It gets to a point. Like Jordan just said, it gets to a point.
Right.
So I feel like if your family and friends are telling you, not telling you to leave them, but if they're telling you, oh, I noticed this about the person you're with, take that into account. Think about that. Even if you don't think your family and friends have the best, just take that into account. Think about it, and just try to like look at it from like a third person point of view. I kind of said that weird, but like third POV, whatever. So you don't immediately jump to like, oh, we gotta break up. I know you love moms and I know you love pops, but I'm sorry, you don't gotta immediately break up with them. But like, into account, you know.
Now, like, as I've gotten older and I've experienced more relationships, I say I don't tell my friends and my family too much because, like I said, 3 chances. So however many chances I'm willing to give, and I'm telling them everything you did every time we start talking, they're not gonna like you. You get what I'm saying? And whatever I choose to do at the end of the day, that's my choice. But I would never want people to be on me about the choice that I've made in confidence because I told them about something that happened in a moment of weakness. But like Lena was saying, like if they see something you don't and they're bringing it up to you, take that into consideration. That's still the person that they are. Like, don't bat an eye at that. But like I've been saying, do what you want to do.
And to add to Journey's point, telling your friends and family everything and then expecting them not to focus and zoom in on those bad things, I think that's unrealistic. That's unreasonable.
100%.
Because even if my friends, of course, you want the best for your friends and you want the best for everybody that's in your circle. So you're going to tell your friends and you're going to keep telling your friends until they get it. And I know it might be annoying to hear that, but sometimes don't tell nobody nothing. And I'm not saying you don't need a support system, but there's therapy, there's other people you can talk to trying to trust an adult. Maybe tell your bestie. If you know, tell that one bestie that's not going to judge you. Tell that one bestie that's going to be like, girl, do what you want. Girl, you going to go back him 2 times, he done cheat on you? Girl, keep going. Go back till you hate him. Find that one bestie that you can trust and that you feel like won't judge you. Because I know it feels like you're being judged, but people just genuinely care about you. Like, people want to see you win. The bestie that tell you to do whatever you want, she might win too, but she knows that, oh, you have to go through this to be like who you're meant to be.
What do you do if you want to go back to them? Should you? If I want to go back, I'm going back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever feel like it's that hard. Shoot a text. I miss you. What we do these days, like the story, break that no contact. Do whatever you have to do.
If they don't respond.
If they don't respond, you only live once. Like, when you're 30, you're not going to be thinking about what happened when you was 16. Like, I definitely wouldn't. I mean, I might. But it's not going to be like, I can't believe I did that. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. And then the follow-up question is, should you, if you want? Like, I personally don't think if somebody cheats on you, clear as day, you should take them back. But it's a lot that we give into these relationships. So it's understandable, but like I said, you should not.
You do if you want to go back to them, and should you? So, like Jenny was saying, I feel like me personally, if I want to go back to you, I'm going back to you. No shame, text you, I miss you, what's up? Like, no shame, no shame. I will be going back. But also at the same time, it depends. For me, personally, it's who broke it off first. Because if you broke it off, oh, you're coming back to me. And I need extensive messages and you just explaining all where you went wrong. If it's me, personally, I don't have a good track history of leaving people alone. I come back the next day. But in my opinion, I think because there's this thing, people are saying like sometimes people need a break or see how much you miss each other. It's something. Like, see how much you miss each other, got a break. Is it something?
Like,
you got a break to come back stronger?
Yeah, they doing too much.
Yeah. People say, oh, you got a break to come back stronger. That's not always the case. I feel like sometimes in some cases that does work out, but some cases it just does not work. Like, you don't have to force nothing to work out. If it's not for you, it will not be for you. I don't care how many times you go back, and if you keep going back and you still don't hate the man and you 5 years deep, you gotta get somebody, you gotta get a strong friend to just like help you pull out. You gotta like don't degrade yourself, but be like, girl, I keep going back. Like, why do I keep going back to this man? Like, I'm like, girl, you keep going back to this man. Like, would you do it for anybody else? And I know the love is there, and you gave up so much of this, like, of a part of you, even if not even sexual, like a part of your mind and body that you're giving up to this person. And it's like, you really, like, you wasted all the time. You're building them, and you're gonna see them with somebody else doing everything that you asked them to do, and that's what's gonna hurt the most. But you just have to know that the person for you, it will be for you, and they're out there somewhere.
I agree.
So, should you go back? No.
Sorry, guys. How do you leave? Leave.
How to leave when it's not working
Exactly. Like we said before, just communicate. Don't ghost the person. Like, it's 2025. We're leaving that ghosting last year. We're getting older. Use that age. Be wise. Tell them how you feel. Like, would you want to be ghosted? No, you would not. Right? Keep it between the two of you guys. Because like we've been saying, if you go back, you don't want nobody in your business. And be honest. Like, be honest. Like, if you're leaving because, let's just say, like, you cheated, you're guilty, I think you should tell the truth.
You think?
Like, I think you should tell the truth. Like, the truth will set you free. Remember that. Don't be afraid. Because you're doing this because, like I've said previously, early on, like, you've thought about this, so it's not nothing new. Think before you act, like Linda was saying. Like, if y'all are arguing and that's leading to the breakup, like, think, because you're just gonna get mad, you're gonna yell, you're gonna be angry, but you might not mean it 5-10 minutes later. So do that. And last but not least, stand on business. If you're making this decision, make this decision in confidence. Stand on it. If you broke up with them because, let's say, they didn't give you the reassurance you needed, and you kept asking, why do you want it? Like, why you keep wanting to do that? You want better for yourself. Like, there's so many people out here, so many fish in the sea. I get that was your fish, but that fish is, like, it's dying. You need another one.
It don't even want to be caught no more.
Right.
The fish don't want it. It don't want it. It's not wrapping on your head.
It needs the salt water.
Yeah, I don't want it.
It's not working out.
And, like, also, back to the fish analogy. You know, sometimes your bait is not for the right fish. You know, your fish don't like your bait. Like,
Tell 'em.
Sometimes the person, even if they say they love you, y'all just aren't compatible sometimes. I'm sorry. People will change for the person they want to change for. I've seen it in me. I've seen it in Journey, and I've seen it in most of the people in my life. I've seen it in everybody in my life. You will change for the person you want to change for. You will cut off the hoes, and you will cut off everybody, and you will cut off, I don't know. People will even cut off their mom for the person they want. If their mom doesn't support the relationship, people will cut off their mom just because their mom is not supporting the relationship. People will do what they want to do for that person. And sorry to cut you off there, but
No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't got no more to say.
wait, no, go ahead. What did you say? Okay, how do you leave? Sorry. Back to what Journey's saying, stand on business. That had to do with the last thing. Stand on it. Stand on it. If you're gonna you broke up with them, like Journey said, you broke up with them, for one. You broke up with them because they beating on you. If you come back, they're not gonna stop beating on you. You broke up with them because they were smoking too much, and they said, oh, I will stop smoking, I'll stop doing this for you.
Lies.
They not gonna, come on, it's not to judge smoking. I'm just saying, if that's not your cup of tea, don't put yourself in that situation where you already know. You know when you be like, oh, for the plot. No, it's 2025. No more for the plot. No more for the plot. I know it's only once. You only live once. You you're only so young. Sorry, but like, I mean, no more for the plot. Unless you're like, if you want a serious relationship, stop doing stuff for the plot. The plot does not. It's not your friend. The plot is not your friend. The plot will hurt you.
On dead homies.
Also, honesty. Some people, they make so many excuses like, I know, okay, you're breaking up with them because they don't communicate. You're breaking up with them because they're ugly or something. It's always something. So, I mean, but sometimes you just break up with somebody, you don't like them anymore. And that's something I've seen in kids kids our age. You just wake up, people will be like, oh, how could you wake up one day and not love me? I don't know. I don't have the answer. But people wake up and you just don't feel the same. I mean, you don't just feel the same thing that you feel for somebody anymore. And if they're willing to put the work in that to feel the same thing for you again, they will. But if they want to break up with you because of that, then just let them break up with you. I think people will be like, oh, they'll make excuses if they want to break up with you. Oh, I'm busy with basketball, I'm busy with sports. No, but you just don't want to talk to me anymore. Just say that. Just be honest. Like, just Just lay it out, because you'll find a girl that'll accept your honesty. You'll find a boy that'll accept your honesty, be like, oh, okay, that's fine, that's cool. And that might hurt your ego a little bit, but just, let's be honest, guys. Like Tony said, 2025,
Right.
2025, be honest. Let's be honest. Like, just tell them the truth. You didn't like them that much anyways. You just be like, oh, I don't like you. I don't want to talk anymore. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Not everybody has to like you.
Also, let's get rid of this, I can't be in a relationship, I'm busy with basketball. What am I doing? I could catch rebounds. Like, what? Like, you doing too much. Like, that's their favorite excuse. Like, I hate that. Like, the sport, you're not even good.
You be riding the bench. You're not even good at the sport. What do you mean?
Waste of body on that team.
Oh, you've been locked in, no relationship for 2 years because you gotta focus on your sport. You still not off the bench. No more than 2 minutes of playtime. Your coach only put you in when it's 30 points above their other team. 30 points above.
Won the whole game.
Like, come on, the game's already won. You're not even put in for 2 minutes. That's embarrassing.
Put that effort into a relationship or some honesty.
And honesty. Oh wait, hold on. We have this one. How to prioritize yourself. Sorry guys, got off track. But I don't know. I want to just say prioritize yourself, but I feel like I don't know how to explain that for real. Like, just I don't put yourself first. I don't know if that's a good explanation. But like, I say put yourself first. I say focus all the energy you put into other people into yourself for 1 day, 1 week, hopefully 1 week at least. Like, look in the mirror for be like, dang, I'm getting thick. I'm beautiful.
Yeah,
if you're a man, body T. If you're a man, you're getting thick. You might be getting thick too. I don't know. You're getting good at your sport. I'm sorry if he just clowned you over there, but you know you're getting better. You're really putting that work. Like, prioritize yourself. If somebody is not prioritizing you, you do it for yourself. Cause at the end of the day, you're gonna do everything for yourself. You have to be okay with being by yourself, being with yourself. Because marriage, love, it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. You don't know. No, it's not really guaranteed. So you're the only person you're gonna have to live with for the rest of your life. So if you don't love yourself, if you don't prioritize yourself right now and start young, when you get to 30s and you've been back to back relationships, and then you don't know what to do without a significant other,
Cut that.
all you're gonna be doing is work and sleep. Hello, prioritize yourself. Let's start right now.
I say fake it till you make it. Like, literally what everything London said, fake it till you make it. Because if you don't know what you're doing, there's at least somebody on social media who looks like they got their life together. I'm not gonna say do what they doing, but they look out the way. Maybe you could start being like just worry about what you got going on. Like, you're all you got. So
Also, be yourself. Because I feel like being yourself is an important thing, a part of prioritizing yourself. Because I also bring up social media in general. That has a lot of stereotypes about how relationships should be. You looking through the following 10, 1,000 baddies, 1,000 fine, whatever. You're looking through the reposts. Prioritize yourself. See, that's a part of prioritize yourself. Don't go through the reposts every night. Don't just save yourself the heartbreak. And you're not even talking to them. And if you are talking to them, and every time you look through those reposts, your stomach start hurting, prioritize yourself and get off TikTok. Get off your phone. Because if you can't tap on TikTok without going on their page, get off TikTok. Go take a nap. Go make some tea. Go take a nap. Matter of fact, you go repost 2 more things about other people. If that helps you, fake it till you make it.
Also, to piggy off of what London was saying, let's also cut the going through phones. What they do is what they do. You can't control another person, but you can control you. If you know it's gonna have you miss some meals and you're not gonna want to go out with your friends, let's not do that. Cause, I mean, who's really winning in that situation? The other person. You're not getting nothing from that. We got another question. What will make you leave? All them red flags that you missed the first 3 times. Okay? If you are repeating, like, okay, this is a little like deep, but abuse. That's one thing, because there's a lot of different types. And abuse is when they keep doing it and it becomes a pattern. Like, so, like, let's say emotional and verbal, like you're degrading me and you're making me feel bad about myself through your words. I'm gonna want to leave you. Yeah. But I also know that for some people it is hard, but do the best you can. Make sure you have a good support system with those around you so you feel like you made the right decision. also really sit on what you do before you do it.
If it's emotional abuse, and sometimes emotional abuse can show up in like weird, funny ways, and you might be emotionally abused to someone you don't even know. Cause like usually there's this thing of people making mean jokes to their partners, like very mean jokes. And then you don't like the joke, and they be like, oh, you're so sensitive, oh, you can't, I don't feel comfortable. Oh my gosh, this happened to me so many times. I don't like the joke that you're saying. Now all of a sudden I'm argumentative, I'm sensitive, I can't be myself around you. Don't flip it on me. You just don't make the joke. Like, dang, is that all, it's the only thing you can do is make jokes about me? Like, is that the only thing you can do? Like, if you're making a boundary with someone and they're calling you sensitive and they're saying something that disrespects your boundary, you don't need to be with that person. That should want to make you leave. It's something as small as that. Like, that should want to make you leave. If someone makes a bad joke about you, be like, oh my gosh, you got buck teeth, and they just keep doing it. And you be like, oh, I don't like that joke that you made. Oh, stop being so sensitive, it's just a joke. No, it's not just a joke. I don't like that joke that you made. What would make you leave? Okay, I know I just said don't do things for the plot, but I be doing things for the plot, not gonna lie. People have to verbally tell me that they don't care. When somebody says that they don't care about something, not even about me, about something, like I'll tell somebody, oh, you did this. I'd be like, oh, you reposted this, I don't like it. I don't care. I don't even care. You keep bringing up, it's a problem, it's a recurring problem. And they're like, oh, I don't even care anymore, bro. Oh my gosh, we always do this, we always argue. What do you mean you don't care? Blocked. What do you mean you don't care? You don't care to fix a relationship? That's what I hear. When I hear I don't care, I don't want to keep talking about this, because if you really wanted to work it out, I understand arguing's upsetting. It gets stressful, especially for people our age. We got school, we got to go home to our parents, you know. We got to go home, siblings, friends, all this stuff. And then on top of that, a relationship, and also your sport. So on top of all of that, it's like, I understand arguments are stressful, but for one, it happens in a relationship. And for two, I feel like just saying that you don't care to like talk about it anymore shows that you're not willing to put effort into the relationship anymore. So if I feel like I'm putting in more effort than they are, and I feel like they're disregarding my feelings, if they're saying I'm too argumentative for them, sometimes you can take that into account what they're saying, but also recognize when it's like manipulation, when it's like they're trying to make you feel guilty for expressing your feelings. People will be like, one day, you don't communicate. People will be like, Linda, you don't communicate. I communicate. One day, and like, oh my gosh, like you just always, there's always a problem. You keep going. Well, which one do you want? Because with me, there's no middle ground. I either don't talk to you at all, or I do talk to you. And I feel like you'll like it better when I do talk to you, because if I don't talk to you, you don't matter.
So please look out for the next episode of the Real Love, Real Talk podcast. Visit us at starstrongboston.org for more information. Bye. See y'all next time.
Peace.